Jewish thought, the power of togetherness, the power of unity is emphasized in an extremely big way. In fact, a couple of weeks ago we talked about that when people come together, the collective power is far greater than the sum total of both people together. And therefore we often talk about joining a crowd, joining what we call a tzibur, being part of a whole, doing things together. But like everything, there's a downside to that as well, and there's a danger, which we can explore by looking at something in this week's Parsha. In this week's Parsha, the Parshat of Naso, the Torah tells us about the time that the Mishkan, the sanctuary in the desert, was established on the first day of Nisan. In order to inaugurate and to dedicate the altar, the leaders of each one of the 12 tribes got together and they celebrated for 12 days, and each day another leader brought a sacrifice representing his tribe to inaugurate and to dedicate the altar. What is so strange is that each one brought the identical sacrifice, and yet the Torah repeats each one's sacrifice. There are 12 paragraphs in this week's Parsha telling us each day who brought the sacrifice and going into the specifics and the details of what the sacrifice was. But if you look at it closely, it's repetitive. It's exactly the same sacrifice each day. Surely the Torah, who is so careful with each letter and each word, could have just said, these are the 12 leaders, these are the dates that they brought their sacrifices on, and by the way, they all brought the following sacrifice. It would have saved us a column in the Sefer Torah. And yet the Torah doesn't do that. It doesn't do that to teach us an important lesson. Even when you do things with other people, even when you do things that are exactly the same as other people, don't forget the flip side. The flip side is the importance of the contribution of the individual. Don't say everyone else is doing that, what I'm doing isn't that important, and perhaps I can relax a little. Perhaps I don't have to invest so much or work so hard to give my contribution, because after all, I'm just part of the whole, I'm going with the flow, everyone else is doing it already. No, the Torah teaches us it might have been the exact same sacrifice, but the Torah finds it important to mention it and repeat it every single day, because it might seem like it's the same, but it's not. Everyone's sacrifice is special. Everyone's contribution is unique. And that's the lesson we learn. Yes, we've got to be part of a whole. Yes, we've got to be united. Yes, we've got to do things together and with one focus. But don't undermine the individual contribution that is so powerful and so important. Have a good day and a good Shabbos.